Hello, I am watching Little Women of Atlanta. I don't even know what is this? Season 2, episode 7, Sister Act. The episode starts off with money, and now she's coming to her senses, and she's gonna go get tested to see what type of dwarfism she has. But my thing with money is, why does she have to wear those wild, crazy hair colors? Like, she has on blue, and you are a small person. I wouldn't be bringing that much attention to myself, but hey, whatever. Um, so now we're with the twins. Oh, I think the twins are so cute. I can never remember their name, but one is pregnant, the other one is not. The one that's pregnant is having a lot of relationship problems, and the other sister's concerned. And I thought she said in the last episode that she's gonna mind her business because her twin, the pregnant twin, told her that stop talking bad about my baby daddy because I'm gonna be with him regardless. So just stop talking about him. No matter what he does, I'm still gonna take him back. So she said that she was gonna mind her business and not get involved and say anything. And now, when this episode starts, what is she doing? Starting drama, and she's saying that her baby father, her boyfriend, is causing her stress, and that the doctor said no stress because she keeps having pre-labor. But you go over to her house to argue and scream and shout, like what the hell? Her sister's trying to take a pregnancy photo shoot with the baby father, and she's constantly calling. Like, what is her problem? Sometimes, I mean, the advice I've gotten when I was in a relationship and not that I needed not to be in, my girlfriend at the time told me that she just didn't want to hear about it anymore, and that until I was ready to leave, then I could talk about whoever I was with at the time. But she's like, when you get tired, then you will leave. So that's how that was. And I just think that the twin needs to just let her be, you know. Is that is cute that Mimi do her mother hair because Mimi works in the hair salon. So now she's gonna tell her mother how she's gonna see her half sister. Mimi, this grown woman, didn't just ask her mother for permission to call her half sister. What the? I would. You don't need permission. Just call the girl. You've been talking to her all this time anyway. And her mother hair be looking really nice though. I did not know her daughter, Mimi, did it. Makes me want to get my short hair cut back. That is just so crazy how her father just doesn't want to have nothing to do with her. Like, she went and got the DNA test that he wanted. It came back that you are the father, and he still doesn't want to have anything to do with her. I just think that's, I tell you, some people, because I'm not gonna say men, but there's some females that do that to their kids too. So just some people are just so cruel. I tell you. Wow, the way I don't know this girl name either, but I think she's the right cheek. She's part of the other twin set that's really not twins. They call themselves left and right cheek. She's the one who just had the baby, and the baby's sick in the hospital. And from all these reality shows, I never heard one of the reality personalities was ever able to explain whatever situation that they're in or going through, the way this girl could sit down and break down her son's condition. Like, wow. She is very intelligent. Not saying that I didn't think she was, but like when you hear the conversations with the other personalities on different reality shows, there's always a lot of questions and people's always confused. But when she talks and she gives you all the information, the way she's saying it, it's like I got everything that I need. It's really sad what's going on with her son and how the father has just, boom, shut down. But that's how. Wait a minute, he's the guy. Because I remember looking at the other Little Women show, like, what guy was saying how he's not a little person, and I just remember hearing a regular sized person, like me, a man, like yelling, screaming, like, "Oh, I don't know how it is to have a little person, and I'm not a little person, and I didn't think my baby was gonna be one, and all this stuff." And I'm like, who said it? But it was her baby father that said it. because he kind of shut down. He's not really being helpful. Like the baby has to get a tracheotomy. I think that's how you pronounce it. And she went to him to talk to him about it, but he's like, he don't need it. He's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna work out. And she's like, well, now we at the point where this is what we have to do, and he just like shut down. So last episode, she talked to um, the sister, and now she's talking to the mother this episode. So eventually, I mean, chances are you and him is gonna get into an ugly argument or some type of disagreement because he doesn't want the trachea to be done, and she's like, he needs that to be done. So you're gonna have to make an executive decision and do what you got to do because he's not being helpful. He's shutting down ideas, but not offering up anything else. And I don't like when people do that um when they shut down ideas and things of that nature, but then have nothing else to offer you. Okay, you don't want me to do that, so what should I do? Oh, well, I don't know. Okay, so don't be shutting down my idea. Right now, the episode's going really slow, but I'm just waiting for them to turn it up because I know they are going to turn it up and they're going to turn it all the way up. Ariel silk thing? Come on, lady. Do you not see that these are little women? They cannot do all of that. They have a problem climbing into a chair. Oh, these chicks are really dumb. This is something that I've never seen before on a reality show. Juicy invited them to church. Amanda, don't fall for the okie doke. Those girls, Juicy and Left Cheek, is not really your friends. Do not sit there and have a conversation about your sister with them. Don't do that. Don't do that. And she's talking to them. Like, come on. Keep sister business between sister business. Don't tell them all your info. This baby father, like, he cannot breathe. I mean, I know I don't want that in my throat either, but if the baby can't breathe, why not? Talking about um the girl told him that it's common with little people. And he was like, well, it's not common to me because I'm not a little person. So that's what exactly what he said. That's what. So I'm just like, she doesn't want it either, but it he had for him to develop and mature, that's what he needs, and then he'll grow out of it. And it's so crazy that little woman, LA, Brianna was just saying that she to Tara that she had to get a trach when she was younger, and she showed the scar, but you could barely see it on her neck. I don't want to like mark myself, but she had just told Tara that, and little woman, and she grew out of it, and that's what the baby needs. So, like buckle up and do what you need to do. So now, many half sisters here and they crying and hugging it out and they saying how they look alike. Wow. So, Mimi's half sister tells her that she is sorry when she thinks about her growing up with her father and able to call him, and he calls her back and talk to her and do stuff with her, and she grew up without him in his life. And Mimi just don't understand like why he wasn't in her life. And the half sister goes to tell her, well, it's because of your grandmother. She told him in the beginning that you wasn't hers. And then of course it goes to commercial break because they always want us to be on this cliffhanger like, oh, let me wait after commercial break. But we about to get the tea, honey. We about to get all the information right after this commercial break. I'm watching it and recording at the same time, so I'm pausing and then pressing play at the same time. So, well, not at the same time, but you get what I'm saying. So now it's a commercial break, and we're just waiting to hear what the mother has to say. She's probably gonna say, "Well, your mother never loved. I mean, your mother never. I can't even talk. You know, um, many mothers probably gonna say, well, your grandmother never really liked him, so she probably told him that so he could just move, get out your life." But when adults don't like the parents that's involved in the child's life and they say ugly things like that and do ugly things like that, The only person, I mean, for that time being, of course, adults would be hurt, but in the long run, it's always just the child that gets hurt. And now Mimi has issues. She wants to know why. And I just don't understand that if the grandmother had told him that she wasn't his and then took the DNA test and found out, okay, she's yours, then why wouldn't you just make the effort to make a relationship with her, see her, talk to her? Why you just say, oh, okay, I'm gonna talk to you, and then don't talk to her and don't see her and don't reach out? Like, I don't get it. If you don't want to be bothered, then just say that. I don't care what DNA tests say. I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. Don't get this girl hopes up high. Don't have her sitting here wondering. That's what the problem is. She wants to know. She needs answers. Just give her her answers and do what you got to do. Why would a mother do that to her child? Why would you butt your nose in your child's business and go tell the child's father, like, oh, that's not your baby. Don't listen to what she's saying. Like, why? And Minnie's mother is not saying anything. She's just saying, I don't want your feelings to get hurt with your father. Like, don't go there with hopes. But you're not even mad at your mother. It's something more to this story. Like, I need all the pieces. This puzzle is not fitting. Like, what's really good? Like, why your mother said that to him? I mm. Can somebody out there in the world, in the universe, tell me why this chick crawled up on the counter in the kitchen to do a FaceTime call? Um, Left cheek. Why? Why she couldn't just sit down on the sofa or on the floor to make a phone call? Why you have to climb up on the canister to make a phone call? I just don't get it. With her rose gold iPhone. I want to know how old is Money's son? Because she said that she just wants to find out so she could tell her son. So when he has kids, then he will know. So how old is he? I'm thinking her child. Well, no, her child can't be small.